My life has been pretty exciting. I got to be a zookeeper, which was a childhood dream, and I was involved in the captive breeding of endangered species like the California condor. Later, I got to do field conservation projects with giant peccaries in South America, worked with plants and butterflies all over the world. I trained reserve guides, worked on butterfly farming and bushmeat issues in Cameroon, and even sustainability work like straw bale construction. But in each and every case, I found a consistent, troubling lack of success. Long-term conservation projects just never seemed to work. In 1995, I was commissioned to carry out a biological survey in Madagascar. I was tasked with walking about 100 miles through pristine rainforest on the Maswal Peninsula. Shortly afterwards, the entire peninsula was vetted as the largest tropical national park in all of Madagascar. In the middle of this new national park was the village of Antanambao. The people of this village would have to be incorporated into the national park, and I was asked to implement a training program that would prepare them for living in a protected forest. As one of very few Caucasians to visit the region, I was not trusted, and in fact I was deeply feared. Were it not for a little boy named Emilion, I would have given up and gone home. But this little boy trusted me, and that meant that soon his friends and their families would trust me as well. Our relationship only grew over the next several years, until November of 1999, when I had to leave for what would be the last time. As Sunny and I left the village for the very last time, we were intercepted by Emilion and his parents. They gave us their child, they trusted us, and wanted us to take him with us. We couldn't do that, and all we could do at that moment was turn and walk away. It was only 5 months after we left that Cyclone Huda slammed into the east coast of Madagascar, killing nearly 100 people and destroying every home in a 100-mile swath, a swath that included our tiny village of Antanambao. Sunny and I begged for funding to return to Madagascar, to search for people, and to help wherever we could. But the response from the conservation groups was unanimous. It was clear that their focus was and always would be on animals, and that people simply were not part of that equation. The response was jarring enough to trigger a light bulb, one that underlined how important relationships were. The personal commitments from one person or from one community to another. For me, Madagascar was the linchpin. It revealed to me that conservation is impossible to achieve without the participation of and the sincere respect for the people who share any given environment. What we needed was a community that cared about people and conservation, and from that epiphany came ECOLIFE Conservation. So for the last 16 years, we have worked and succeeded as though lives depended on it, and that's because they do. Then last year, supporters from this amazing community we had formed came forward and provided us with the funds to return to our enchanted forest in Madagascar. We could finally search for lost friends and see if our community could do something for their community. We hope you'll come to the Enchanted Forest Gala on November 4th and learn what we found there and see what we plan to do in the future.